Shame. Shame. Shame.
Welcome, everybody. Shame TV East Watch, your host. You know who it is. Just giving everybody a second to come in the chat. Making sure my mic is muted. What's up, guys? I am really under the weather. I will be taking some soup. Hopefully not having to take medicine when this is over. But I'm going to give you guys, the best that I got.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Oh, man. What's up, Majestic? What's going on? Wax Dog. Conscious Speculation. What's up, G? I'm glad you came in. We'll start off with you because you're going to be the point of focus this evening. Maybe unwillingly. But, first off, your videos are awesome, kid. So just keep on doing them, you know, and stay true to yourself, man. Like, these phonies will reveal themselves to you in time, you know. Says when I came in, it was the same thing. Like the same exact thing that you described in your video with Kev is the same exact thing that happened with me, except it was much longer, you know, it was much more in depth, which I was supposed to show y'all today before the video started, but we'll probably do it still, you know what I mean, within the hour. What's up, Salima? Tiff? Yes, yes, yes. Well, come on. But I want you to keep doing what you're doing, G. Like, don't stop, man. You know, like I said, stay true to yourself and do what it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Speak the content that you want to speak, because ultimately it's you saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the best thing I can tell you is to keep it real. Like, just whatever you do, man, keep it real so they don't have nothing on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reason I told McGills, like, yo, nigga, you lost already. You know, why do I keep saying that shit? I keep saying that shit because, dog, you already lost. Like, because you don't have anything on me. So you can't play YouTube with me. You can't play, oh, see, here he is here. And then you can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that can't happen. So it's like, stay real and you'll be all right, G. Everything will be good. And I want to have you up here and interview you because I want to talk about one of the videos you did tonight. I even did a video on my group live stream about that shit. And it was very, very interesting, yo. About the whole, what's up, Posh? The whole the whole young Pharaoh situation and all of that. So it's a lot to get into. But before we do all that, we're gonna start off with this individual who I've only heard about through, you know, random or routine YouTube. No, like, I heard the name. Shame. I don't really know you for real.
Shame.
Like, that's kind of how that shit rolls, because I don't really know this dude, but I've heard his name and I've heard things that were attached to his name. So in the last few weeks or so, I've come to know more about him without even, you know, speaking to him. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, I come to, what up, Chemo? I come to, you know, learn about him from afar, I guess. Conscious community convo. To learn about him from afar. And it's like, what I've seen so far and what I've learned isn't really good, man. And so when I actually heard the shit that he said in the video that I'm about to play, it was very, very, very alarming. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you were claiming to be a person, first off, let's start with that. He's claiming to be a person to have been touched by an adult when he was a child. what is commonly called molestation or pedophilia or whatever. He was a victim of pedophilia or what have you. Now, others allegedly.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
But others have described it differently. Others have said it was more like a relationship. I've heard pray tell of. I've heard many a thing. I heard it was all a hoax. I heard he was a hitman. I heard he was a...
Shame. Shame.
Yes,
Shame.
definitely that. But what I really want to do is actually let this individual talk himself. So his name is Hassan Campbell. We will not be referring to any men as whatever that other word, that other term that everyone calls him. We're not going to be doing that. But we want to dissect a little something that he did. And before we do that, I want to say and let it be known. Anyone can say what they want to say. Anyone can make jokes about what they want to make jokes about. You know what I'm saying? But when people are not making jokes and they're really attempting to basically slander a person because you're not providing any proof and the stories are outlandish, and then you throw in a whack ass allegedly as some sort of cover,
Shame.
which is very lame. But for you to, I don't really watch MELANIN SUTEK. I don't ever think I've ever been subscribed to anything she may have had. I don't deal with her in any way, shape, form, or fashion like that. All I know is she's kind of like Hassan Campbell. She's a name that you hear on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Around certain people or amongst certain people. So she's just a name, and that's, you know what I'm saying, what it is. That's what it is. So, like, I don't know. I know I've heard certain things she said other than this Poppy dude that they call Poppy dude, whatever YouTube name, star from Bambaata's clique. So it was like, I've never heard of this guy except through that name. The, you know what I'm saying, the P.O. Pop, like, I didn't even hear the Hassan Campbell until later. That's why I was like, I was hearing Poppy, then I would hear Hassan Campbell. And it's like, I didn't know that it was the same fucking person. Because in this YouTube shit, I only really watch who I watch. And when certain shit come across my eye, it just comes across my eye through the people that I'm involved with, and it's different Facebook groups and shit like that, and people that just share information in the groups that I'm in the circles that I'm in. So I didn't know who this dude was. Then I found out, like I said, kind of later, who he kind of was. I said, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not into that Bambaata shit like that. Like, I've done a video here and a video there about that shit. But other than that, I am really not into that Bambaata shit, trying to get Shane. What up, Dawn? Trying to get views and shares and like, I don't really want to touch that. I touched it one time. I made a video, I think that was on my old page, about Bambaata, and I said the first video I ever made about African Bambaata was like, if he is, because I was like, at the time it was all fresh, so I was like, who knows what he really did. So I was like, if he actually did these things, you know what I mean, like, yo, the best thing to do is to take his platform, and you, not his platform, but take whatever facilities he had and turn that shit into the first rehab center for young black men and women who ever been molested and suffered from, you know, being the victim of a pedophile. So it's like, I was like, turn that shit into something good instead of destroying it. Just take that fuck nigga out of there, if that's what he did, whatever. Like, that was at the time. That's how the video went. So I didn't know shit about that shit until later. I gained a little bit more information and a little bit more, and hearing different people come out and give full fucking testimonies about this dude, about how they fucking had intimate relationships with him, how he was courting them and their friends and shit like that, nigga. Like, and it was more than one person that's saying this shit. And then you got this individual. So this individual, Hassan Campbell, this individual comes out, I guess, and portrays himself as the victim of some sort of sexual acts. Then he comes out and he says things like, Bambaataa wasn't even the first one to do it. You know, he was already open to the situation. He was already whatever. So that's what's going on with that. I was like, okay, I'm still not diving into that. I don't really know this nigga. I don't really deal, like, I don't even want to talk about no pedophile shit because most men that I know, nigga, we don't even want to discuss that shit. Like, I don't want to talk about no fucking pedophile. I don't want to hear that shit. So I don't even want to really dive into that type of stuff. But for a person to have suffered something like that, for a person to have allegedly, allegedly been on the run for his life because someone was trying to kill him because he told on Bambaataa, and it supposedly messed up a lot of excuse me, contracts and money and things of that nature. The Young Kid Conscious Speculation did a video. You can watch it on that. I'm probably gonna play some. Oh man, I hope we make it through this hour, y'all. But anyway, so he supposedly was on the run for his life. He was going. He needed you to send him money. Listen to this shit. He needed you to send him money so that he could sustain himself. But he's only doing this so that he could be live all the time so that nobody is going to come and kill him because he's live. No, we watched plenty of niggas get killed on live streams. Shame. So I don't understand that notion. I really don't. Like, I don't understand how people, so like, that's, if I had heard that, and that's the first thing I seen, which I didn't know nothing about this shit. Like, come on, man. This nigga is really in fear of his life. And instead of going to okay, donate money so he could hire a fucking armed security guard or some shit like that to help him defend himself. No. You need to send this nigga money so he could just float around and live in hotels and shit, or do it. Like, what the fuck was he supposed to do? What was the end result to all of this shit? Shame. What was supposed to be the end goal? What was supposed to be the end result of all of this shit? That's crazy. Yes, that is the worst part. The worst part is that he's using other victims. The worst part is that he's using his own allegedly, son, using his own fucking supposed or alleged abuse. But we're gonna play the clip right here of why I actually made the video and listen to this disgusting mouth.
All the men in the chat room, would y'all fuck MELANIN SUTEK? Press 1 if you would fuck MELANIN SUTEK. Press 2 if you wouldn't fuck that fat nasty bitch. I mean, come on. Come on. As far as we know, allegedly, Tommy Sotomayor inside that ran the train on him with the whole house of consciousness. Allegedly, Shaka almost didn't even want to fuck her. Allegedly. Shame. Come on, man. Matter of fact, allegedly, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Allegedly, Sinetta, this is where Sinetta and Young Pharaoh beef really come from. Allegedly, Sinetta told Young Pharaoh, it's your turn to hit this nasty bitch, and he left the house of consciousness. Allegedly. Yeah. Stop playing. That's the real reason for the fallout. That's why Young Pharaoh allegedly left the house of consciousness. Because Sinetta told Young Pharaoh.
This nigga loves the fucking word allegedly, yo. Shame. We're gonna call you allegedly Campbell.
I go, yo, what's your time to hit MELANIN SUTEK? And he looked at that bitch and he said, nah, I'd rather hit Africa Bambaataa. And he left. Stop playing.
Now that's where we're gonna pause for a second here.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
And nah, I'd rather hit Africa Bambaataa. And he left.
Now, I don't need to fucking go deeper. I don't need to go any further. I don't think that I need to waste any of you grown people's time with trying to sound all smart and giving you a whole long fucking synopsis of what we just heard. The point I made this video was to simply say that shit sounds feminine as hell. You fucking calling this lady fat. You basically calling her disgusting. And like I said, I don't cape for MELANIN SUTEK, nigga. I don't even listen to her content. Some of it that I heard is too feminism type geared talk. You know what I'm saying? Under hidden under support of black men and the family type shit. So it's like I kind of don't get down with that shit. But at the same time, nigga, yo, she's not ugly. You're not gonna tell me she's ugly. Stop that shit, yo.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Not calling her a beauty queen. Just saying, nigga, she ain't ugly, nigga. She ain't disgusting. That's what you call disgusting? While some of you niggas is fucking humping big ass trailer trash white girls, nigga. Stop it, yo.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
And the fact of the matter is, beyond all of that, what the fuck were you supposed to gain from this? What is it that, when you made that video, when you made this video and you up there laughing and smirking and talking about Bambaataa, a nigga that humped you, he humped you,
Shame.
allegedly.
Shame. Shame.
Allegedly. And you trying to make a joke about it? Who really looks like a joke at this point? Who really looks like a joke, G? Who really looks like a joke? Does Bambaataa look like a joke at this point? We know Kev Gills looks like a joke.
Shame. Shame.
This nigga had his mother on the show, nigga. He reaching for everything.
Shame.
Somebody get this nigga a topic. Polite.
Shame.
Come back. We won't make any videos about you. We just don't want Kev to kill himself. But anyway, you talking shit, yo. You know that this sister has children. Allegedly, she has female children. I'm pretty sure that they're on YouTube, even if she doesn't want them to be. And they got this fucking big head fucking, come on, man. Like, you gonna sit there calling her fat nasty, nigga, and you're sitting there looking fat and nasty in the chair. That's like me calling a nigga fat and I'm fat. Really?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
But what is the end goal to this? That's what I really want to know. That's what I question all of this about. Like, when you sat down and made this video, man, what was the fucking reason?
Stop playing. Stop playing. That nigga Pharaoh said, I'm not hitting that greasy titty bitch. I'd rather hit Africa Bambaataa. And he left. Shout out to young Pharaoh.
And he shouted that nigga
Come
out.
on, man.
Damn.
That's what all said. That's what all said he cursing came from. He look at her greasy titties, and that's not greasing between her titties allegedly. That's Tommy Sotomayor semen. Inside that is mixed up in a nice ball of chlamydia.
Now,
Shame. Shame. Shame.
he's indirectly saying that Tommy Sotomayor and Sarnetta have chlamydia. Because if she got it,
Shame.
I guess they got it too.
Shame.
What a fucking moron, yo. We'll listen to the rest before we
No, it's
go.
all greasy like that, allegedly. Allegedly. Because I never told young Pharaoh, yo, it's your time to hit MELANIN SUTEK. And he looked at that bitch and he said, nah, I'd rather hit Africa Bambaataa. And he left. That nigga Pharaoh said, I'm not hitting that greasy titty bitch. I'd rather hit Africa Bambaataa. And he left.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I think he really has issues beyond fucking being a YouTube character. To say the things that you say, man, and then to behave in this manner is very alarming, man. So hopefully you get help in some shape, form, or fashion. But right now, as far as Shame TV goes, you're a fucking slob, yo. Like you're a nothing ass nigga now for that, G. Like you gonna have to go chin check like 10 cops to get back in the community for that shit.
Shame. Shame.
Let's just dissect this, okay, for a second. Let me get this straight. Let's say we got a sister who's promiscuous. Let's say, and MELANIN SUTEK, please don't think I'm saying you did none of this shit if you ever hear this video, because I'm not fucking saying that. I'm just saying that's why I'm saying the way I'm saying it. Let's just say.
Shame.
Allegedly.
Shame.
Let's use allegedly. Let's say, allegedly, you have a promiscuous sister. Allegedly, she has different threesomes with different dudes. Okay, what if that happens? Wonderful. Why the fuck would you be a messy fuck nigga and make a YouTube video about it?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Why would you be so fucking weird? Like, nigga, that's beyond middle school shit. Like, that shit we did in high school. Like, come on, man. That's what you're doing, nigga, and you're the victim of fucking molestation?
Shame.
Or are you a willing participant?
Shame.
I think that's what we need to start dissecting. Because nobody's talking about that part too much, except a few people. Why the fuck would you be fucking... I don't understand that shit. What would make you say that shit? And feel comfortable and laugh about this shit? While asking people, don't forget, whilst asking you to donate money to him so he could evade capture from this dangerous Bambaataa, who he, by the way, performed all type of murders for back in the day, allegedly.
Shame.
Allegedly.
Shame. Shame.
Allegedly. So you come out and tell us the worst thing that you should possibly tell people is previous crimes that you possibly committed, as far as murder, shit that could get you locked up today. Why would you tell people that shit? What the fuck, G? Are you fucking kidding me? This nigga is a fucking scam artist.
Shame. Shame.
Yo, there's no way in hell that there's any legitimacy to this individual. It seems that YouTube, and this is how we're gonna move on, guys, into our next topic, which is professional YouTubers. And when you have professional YouTubers, you kind of don't recognize it until it's kind of too late. And I don't want to say too late as far as you can't overcome it and you're just totally caught. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is sooner than you should. Let's change the language. You don't catch it sooner than you probably should. Most of that comes from black people just being black people and giving niggas the benefit of the doubt. That's it. That's it. Giving people the benefit of the fucking doubt. That's what we do all the time. It's like a fucking it's like it's fucking hardwired into us. It's hardwired into black people to give people the benefit of the doubt all the fucking time. You cannot help it. You cannot avoid that shit. It is unavoidable. That's why we're so susceptible to fuck niggas, because you're just trying to give them a chance. Like, I know that the nigga was stealing fucking Wi-Fi, but why would I come out and tell everybody that shit for no reason? Like, he hasn't done anything to me. Like, I used to, like, Kev, I used to big that nigga up. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Used to, yeah, show, watch a show, blah, 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 blah. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yo, what are you talking about? Don't, hold on. See, and I just don't do anything to it yet. Let me see it. This is wrong on so many levels. The nerve you have to bash him or say he is lying. Yo, did you not hear the first part of the video, or did you just jump in here and then start saying shit because you think I'm bashing him? That's a question, because if you answer that question, then I'll continue. But I'm not gonna answer if you just jumped in here and think that I'm bashing him and don't even know why I made the video. You didn't even hear the first part of the video. That would have clearly showed you why I made the video in the first place concerning Hassan Campbell. Why I actually said really G. So I don't know if you actually heard it or not. So I'm not gonna scream you or nothing about that, but you might want to listen to it and see why I actually did that. The sexual abuse is part of the whole reason that I did it. Like, if someone says that they suffered sexual abuse and they were a victim of pedophilia, allegedly, then it's like, yo, like, why the fuck would you be up here making jokes like that and talking like that so fucking disgustingly about a sister, using that verbiage, using that language? Like, I would expect, especially the way that he presented himself as a victim now that I see. Like, that's how you came. So I'm not talking about other people who've been, you know, the victim of anything. That's why I said, like, him. I'm talking, that's why I put his name. Not talking about anyone else who's the victim of anything. Like, this world, this earth is a tough fucking place to live on. And shit happens. Like, shit's happened in my life, nigga, that I wish that I didn't happen to me, but I'm glad it wasn't that shit. Of course I'm glad it wasn't that. That's something to go, that's, you know, that's crazy. Now, but I understand what you're saying, but I'm joking him, because he's a joke. Not the pedophilia and not any of that. He's a fucking joke. He's a joke for telling you that he's on the run for his life. He's the one that's telling you, that is also telling you that he's not gonna turn in Bambaataa. Why are you not turning Bambaataa in? Why are you not doing that? Why are you not? If this nigga's such a fucking monster, like you say he's a monster, then fucking do something about that shit. What did he choose to do? He made a fucking YouTube video and then asked y'all to give money to this nigga so he could travel around and not get killed by Africa Bambaataa. Now I'm supposed to believe Africa Bambaataa is some for me to accept that shit. I have to believe that Africa Bambaataa is some big time fucking monster gangster now, and he just go around housing niggas and maneuvering all over niggas and doing whatever. Like, come on, G. Like, I don't buy that shit. Not without no type of evidence, nigga. You ain't got no car that was shot up. He showed no one nothing, no pictures of his house shot up, no nothing. No nothing. Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I do this. Like I said, I would never disrespect anybody that suffered anything like that. Come on, yo. Like, that should be those type of things here on Shame TV, sister. We look at that as a given. Like, it should be a given that I'm not talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna disrespect nobody, but I'm gonna disrespect a clown that's using that shit. That's using that shit to try to get some sort of financial gain off of that shit. Like, that's a fucking clown, and she should be brought out for that shit. And now that you're such a liar, now that we see you're such a fraud, now it comes to question whether it happened to you at all. Who's to say that it happened to you at all? The fuck, yeah, exactly. You taking flowers from this nigga? That's a relationship. I don't even want to call it pedophilia anymore. We can't even do that anymore because that's not even being genuine to the fucking truth of the matter. That's crazy.
Shame. Shame.
That's crazy. But yeah, I understand. I hope that you're not offended. I hope that you understand that I'm not trying to offend anyone, and we're specifically talking about this weirdo right here. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to take the time out of my stream to make sure that you're comfortable and not, you know, just call you a bitch and whatever because you said something contrary to what I said. You know, because there's a lot of that going on too, which is again one of the main reasons I made the video. These niggas got all this tough talk for sisters, but I don't never see them defending themselves against none of these police officers or going where brothers need their help against these fucking people that are fucking trying to destroy us. Never that shit. But let a sister say some shit he don't like. She's all kind of bitches. She's all kind of this, that, and the third. And that shit needs to get addressed. And getting addressed with that, like I said, is this professional YouTube shit. Because that's part of the problem. There's too many professional YouTubers.
Shame.
People that come and present themselves as just a person, everybody doing their thing. Nah, you're not a person doing your thing. You're not none of that shit. You're up here and your whole intentions is to make money. Some people go through the links of stealing Wi-Fi from the local McDonald's.
Shame. Shame.
While being a YouTube detective, private eye. Some people are old, filthy fuck niggas from the west side or the east side.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
And all they want to do is stir up controversy so that they can have some reason to survive, some sort of reason to exist on that sinking ship that he denies is sinking. But I'm telling you for the last time, old man, YouTube is no country for old men.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Now, if you're an older, righteous brother, YouTube is your fucking, it's your platform. You should be up here with us giving your info. But if you're an older brother and you're petty and you're a filthy fuck and you don't mind disrespecting people at the drop of a fucking dime, you're a, no, hell no. Get your filthy ass out of here.
Shame. Shame.
Get your filthy ass out of here. We don't condone that shit. No old petty ass nigga talking about he was fighting for us with Khalid Muhammad. I don't see no results from the goddamn fight. Khalid Muhammad was the only one who died.
Shame.
Where were you at? Where were you at if you was protecting him? You professional YouTuber. But you missed the Khalid Muhammad swinging from his bald hairs whenever it's convenient. Family, y'all need to give back and donate. Donate to what, nigga? Nobody paying your fucking bills, nigga.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
You funny as shit, man. You funny as shit, man. Like tell a nigga you giving the people the science. You bringing. What he say on Tasha's stream? He brought out SETI. I brought nigga. Why you keep saying that shit, man? Why do you keep saying that shit, man? Like ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. You ain't fucking make SETI, yo. Niggas fucked with SETI for SETI. Now it ain't had shit to do with you. That's like a nigga who held an interview with somebody one time, like all of a sudden. The person that he interviewed, he brought them out. He is the one who shut your ass up, man. He was a fucking clown for that shit.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Fucking chump. But he's not the only one. We got another one that's kind of recently been exposed. He's not the only one either, so we're not going to do that to him, just him. You got, what's his name? Sotomayor, professional YouTuber.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Polite, professional YouTuber.
Shame. Shame.
Kev Gills is not a professional YouTuber. He is merely a rebound.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
So he's attempting to be a professional YouTuber. Nigga, you got a gaming channel and you fucking owe niggas horses. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
You got a gaming channel. I know your family's so proud of you, huh? Remember you said that shit?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
It's all good though, man. But professional YouTubers, these things occur when money is to be had. When people start to see that it's an opportunity to actually make money, they go with that shit and don't give a fuck otherwise. And what I mean by they don't give a fuck otherwise, they really don't fucking give a fuck otherwise. Like they'll do whatever it takes. They'll say whatever has to be fucking said to fucking make sure that that platform grows. That's why you'll see people jumping around from here and there. That's why you see people now begging motherfuckers for $5. Sad.
You're incapable of running this shit. Take your $5 ass down before I make change.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Of running this shit. Take your $5 ass down before I make change.
Sonetta, you were trolling my comment section, nigga.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Kev's a fucking weirdo of the highest order. So whoever goes over there, please beware of that radioactive fuck nigga.
Shame.
If you touch him,
Shame.
you will be infected.
Shame.
You cannot avoid it, but you can overcome it through time once he reveals himself to you. For those of you who just came into the show tonight, earlier in the show, we touched on Hassan Campbell, a.k.a. Poppy, a.k.a. allegedly, here at Shame Team TV, known as allegedly Campbell.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Tonight and earlier, we were listening to some audio from allegedly Campbell, provided to us by Conscious Speculation, someone he hates dearly, so it made me even happier to play this video.
All the men in the chat room, would y'all
You hear this shit?
fuck Melanin SUTEK? Press 1 if you would fuck Melanin SUTEK. Press 2 if you wouldn't fuck that fat nasty bitch. I mean, come on.
He's saying this while being fat himself. He's
Shame.
saying this
Shame.
while being fat himself.
Shame.
Come on. As far as we know, allegedly, Tommy Sotomayor inside that ran a train on her with the whole house of consciousness. Allegedly, listen, allegedly, Shaka almost didn't even want to fuck her. Allegedly.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Come on, man. Matter of fact, allegedly, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Allegedly, Sinetta, this is where Sinetta and Young Pharaoh beef really come from. Allegedly, Sinetta told Young Pharaoh, it's your turn to hit this nasty bitch, and he left the house of consciousness. Allegedly. Yeah. Stop playing. Stop playing for the fallout. That's why Young Pharaoh allegedly left the house of consciousness. Because Sinetta told Young Pharaoh, yo, it's your time to hit Melanin SUTEK. And he looked at that bitch and he said, nah, I'd rather hit Africa Bambaataa, and he left.
Now that was audio from earlier. This from a man who allegedly was humped by Africa Bambaataa. Allegedly.
Shame.
Allegedly.
Shame. Shame.
I say allegedly because I don't know if he was or he wasn't. But I know he has been known to give conflicting stories about this account. I'm going to play a little bit of that because I don't want you to think that I just heard a little bit about him and just decided to go in on him. No, it wasn't like that. So we'll get this together and we'll give you a shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Okay, here we can jump in right here.
He had let it go. He took his goddamn video down, but somehow it came back up, and then he came back out, and guess what he doing? He trying to get his video taken down again, goddamn again.
Like I said before, when that video went back up, I never put it up. That shit, it just mysteriously pops up when Vaughn put the tape out.
Shame. Shame.
It's a mystery, people.
Shame.
Don't worry. Don't you fret. Don't think about it too much. Just keep listening to the words I say after this. It's a mystery. Really. These niggas are so
Shame.
fucking...
I was tight.
Shame.
I was straight tight. Now, everybody saying that they don't cover up. Me, Mickey is on Ice-T's own manager. Me, Mickey, and Ahmed was on a phone call to Star. I never spoke to Star. I was just on the background with the phone mute. They were trying to get Star to take my video down.
He on the phone with Mickey Benson, and a humming or some shit like that, trying to get his video taken down. Keep in mind, this nigga Poppy don't like Mickey Benson. He be calling Mickey Benson a pedophile, all that shit.
Shame.
Please,
Shame.
help me to bring
Shame.
it in to this anniversary. They don't get an opportunity to celebrate 40 years of fucking little boys. Not on my watch, Uncle Mick. Mickey Benson, Ice-T's manager, not on my watch.
But for somehow right now, you're on the phone trying to get your video taken down with him fucking Star because the video was on Star's page, I guess, and Star didn't want to take the video down. Oh yeah, and keep in mind, Poppy is on silent. Poppy is on mute. So Star can't even hear Poppy. So Poppy on some old slick around shit. This thorough nigga is hiding on the phone mute, trying to get his video taken down once it.
Shame.
And that's probably why he needs your money. Because he's hiding. He's on the run. You see? Funny as shit, yo.
Thank you.
Reason why I pulled my video down was because Muhammad Islam, he started the Zulu Warriors.
Okay.
And I actually was working with the Zulu Warriors, and we were supplying jobs for a lot of brothers. So when I put Bam on blast like that, a lot of contracts got messed up. And
Shame.
What's the name of these
Shame.
contracts? Does anybody know anything
Shame.
about these contracts? How many jobs were they providing to the people? How many people can attest to have actually receiving work from Poppy and his other source that he talked about? Because we've heard people come up here and just say shit before.
we on the front line, you know, making money.
Yeah.
Like some of our jobs, we pretty much had like 120 people out there. So when my brother Muhammad called me on the phone, he was like, "Yo, dogs, this is killing me now." He called for the meeting. We had the meeting with Ben.
He was making money with Zulu Nation for goddamn 20 years. From decades, he was making money with the same niggas that molested him and keeping it secret and molested other little boys. I can say they molested thousands of boys.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Now, you mean to tell me for a couple of jobs, 200, somebody put 200 people. Okay, let's just say that's true. Allegedly, 200 people. Allegedly.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Employing 200 people and molesting thousands is what you would call an adequate trade-off?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
So you say, yup. I hope you ain't answering yup to the question I just asked. So I'll let that stand for a second, because you got to go. Can the mods check Candy M, please? Because I just asked, was a 200 jobs an adequate trade-off for molesting thousands of kids? And this individual put yup. So I think this person should leave here shortly, because we don't deal in that type of fuck shit. And that's disgusting. I don't think a couple of jobs is come on now. Oh, okay, because I thought that's what you were saying. Okay, we can continue. Because I don't do that. Well, I didn't. It wasn't that obvious until you typed it. I kind of get what you're saying, though. It probably showed up after the other thing about the people. But yeah, that's why I said I don't really care, nigga. That's not an adequate trade-off. Like, that's the same shit the government does. They run whole fucking pedophile rings. But they give you welfare, they give you food stamps, they give you, come on, nigga, that's not an adequate trade-off for molesting and fucking kidnapping and raping thousands of fucking kids. I don't want to hear that shit, yo. What Bambaataa did was fucking deplorable if that shit really happened. But we only saying allegedly now because of allegedly Campbell.
Shame.
It was a group of them, all of them, and they were keeping it secret. And he making money with these niggas for years. And then all of a sudden, something happened, and then he want to expose them. Now I'm wondering what the fuck happened. Because now, nigga, you looking mysterious, Poppy. Was there a relationship problem or something? Because we already done got it figured out that you was on some relationship type shit with them. When you got out of jail, the nigga was taking you shopping. He was sending you commissary. I wouldn't have ate that shit. Nigga, you molested me. I don't want nothing you give me. But for you, it was different. You call a nigga your father, just like Lil Wayne called Birdman his father.
Now,
Shame.
this nigga did all of this shit to you.
Shame.
That you coming out making banging videos. You're basically banging on Africa Bambaataa because why? Okay, let's stop. We're gonna take this point by point. You come out and you're banging on African Bambaataa. Why? You're banging on because you allegedly molested you. Okay, cool. You're not telling people though that you just was chilling with this nigga right before you did that shit. You're not telling niggas that this has been an ongoing relationship that you had with this man long since the supposed initial allegedly alleged incident that took place between you and Bambaataa for the first time when you first got broke in, supposedly.
They be kissing on the lips and all that shit. That's the type of shit y'all was on. You sold your soul, Blue Nation.
I'm not buying it, people.
You admit this, nigga. And then you never talk about the first person that molested you. You never talk about that. But then this, y'all, at first.
Now,
Shame.
that is a wonderful question.
Shame.
That is a wonderful question. Why are you not talking? Why are you not talking about the first person who molested you? Doesn't that individual need to be exposed and brought down for the people so everyone would know and won't be tricked and caught off guard by this fucking molester, allegedly? This shit is too much of alleged in your whole story.
He said he was already broken in.
What made it easy for Bam to do what he did to me, because Bam wasn't the first one to molest me. We clear? Yeah, we can. Bam was.
Now, are we clear? Did everybody hear that? Africa Bambaataa was not the first person to molest him. I'm giving a Shane Bell for Africa Bambaataa if he indeed did molest this man, this dude as a boy. Okay? But he said Africa Bambaataa wasn't the first. And one would not forget something like that, right?
Shame.
The first one to molest me, so it was just like open season when he came along because I was already broken in. Okay.
That's a lie he said first, because he lied somewhere. Now look at this. Here he says, Bam broke him in.
Bam made me sit back and watch this. That's how he broke me in. That's how he broke me in. That's how he broke me in. With dudes like Cutman LG. He was.
Now notice, he said he broke me in. But in the other video, what did he say?
We clear? Yeah, we can. Bam wasn't the first one to molest me, so it was just like open season when he came along because I was already broken in.
Okay. So did Bam break you in, or did somebody else break you in? Because now.
Did Bam break you in, or did someone else break you in? Are you sitting down, or are you standing up? Because you can't be doing both simultaneously.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I thought we talked about this before here on Shane TV. One cannot be sitting down and standing up simultaneously. So you're either doing one or the other. Which one is it? So when you start doing shit like that, when I start seeing shit like that, I'm sorry, people, I start to see fucking fraud. I start to see disingenuous people who have ulterior motives.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Professional YouTubers.
Shame. Shame.
Thank you very much, D, for reminding me of the #1 motto here at Shame TV. The #1 motto: you cannot count to 5 starting with 3. And when a person starts telling me shit and they're not starting off, leading off so that I can understand the origin of this whole thing,
Shame.
sorry, G. You're trying to flim-flam me. See, the truth is not very flashy, and the truth is very fucking literal. The truth doesn't take much to say. But when you fucking niggas over and when you bullshitting people, see, that's when the grand emperor sets, illustrious lima bean cavities come out. That's when the King Kong of Donkey Kong, of Prince of Pan pizzas, Prince of Africanism, Frederick Douglass, Africanism, Frederick Douglass, 9 degrees. That's when you start getting, I'm the godfather of this consciousness, and you can't come through without my right to passage. Show you.
Shame. Shame.
Show you.
Shame.
Professional YouTubers. And we got a question for you What's your name again? What's the name I gave him, y'all? Allegedly Campbell. Shame on me for that one.
Shame. Shame.
Allegedly Campbell.
Shame.
It's a general knowledge, just putting it out there, fair use. It's general knowledge that he allegedly has a tranny son. And he's out here helping us, supposedly helping other kids, but you can't even help your own. Did you investigate who did it? Was it Bambaataa? Was it somebody that you know? Did your son disclose this shit to you? Like, people want to know that shit, yo. Because this shit is not funny for you to come out talking about you've been molested and people to believe that shit and be sympathetic to your fucking plight and then fuck around and find out that, oh, well, I was molested before then, but then I wasn't. Like, what the fuck you mean, nigga? Like, either you were or you weren't. Like, you know whether you were or you weren't. Then you talking about kids and thousands of kids being molested. And allegedly, there's word that yours was, but you said you was locked up. And so what happened when you came home? Did you straighten that shit? Did you find that? Like, what the fuck happened, man? Like, why the fuck is you up here asking for money because people are trying to kill you, so you need to stay on live streams, so we need to sustain you? What the fuck?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Are you fucking serious, man? Is that your way to getting into being a professional YouTuber? Because if you, that's a horrible fucking plan. You need to rethink that shit. That is not a fucking, you should rethink that fucking plan, man. That is not a way to go. I know you watch Kev Grills, aka Mick Nugget. That fucking McNugget over there with nothing else to talk about in the world. Fucking pussy. We're gonna play another video while we talking about that chump. Professional YouTubers. Conscious speculation night. He's going in.
Welcome once again. Today we have a video on Kev Gibbs. Now, y'all know who Kev Gibbs is.
He is a professional YouTuber who built his page from sucking Wi-Fi from the local McDonald's, which is why he never touched on hard topics, because he didn't have an IP address and he didn't want to get bumped off of the motherfucking YouTube thing, off of their Wi-Fi at McDonald's, because he's a chump and he's a bum and he scammed the LA city out of a fucking settlement that he claims was upwards towards $90,000, which means now that I know you're a liar, it was more than likely like 60, and I'm pretty sure you burned more than half of that shit away, which is why you're trying to sell that fucking car now, huh?
Shame.
You fucking clown.
Shame.
Next is gonna be that fucking, which one is it gonna be next, guys? The ring, the chain, or the watch? Or he can get rid of the earrings without us even noticing.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Fucking professional YouTuber. All these niggas, man. All these niggas be just doing live streams all day, all night long, nigga. When the fuck do you work, Israel Doctrine? When the fuck do you work? Digital Pit Bars, what do you do?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
What the fuck? I'm talking in real life. We ain't talking for YouTube. We talking about real fucking life.
Talking outside that for like Tony for the mind, convicted victims, Usher's curfew, whatever he wants to talk about. That's basically what this nigga talks about. Now, when I first met Kev, he was exposing Polite. He was doing a little video exposing Polite. Polite was trying to get money for some type of lawsuit, and Kev was exposing him. That's when I first met Kev. And then he came up doing all this Kev Gibbs fraud department. And now he's talking about Tommy Soda Lies, talking about Sinetta and whatever else. Now, I actually do like Kev. Kev is one of the niggas that inspired me to even start making videos. So I have an appreciation for Kev. But recently, this nigga did ask me out.
Hey, conscious speculation, how you doing, brother? Man, my nigga, you gotta get the fuck up out my room, though, my nigga. You just shit started, my nigga. You fuck with the ops.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Kevin, You horse wrangling bastard. Can you please tell us what the fuck kind of operatives we are? What kind of operative anyone is? Why would someone need to send an operative when all they got to do is tell McDonald's to put a block on their Wi-Fi?
Shame. Shame.
Conscious speculation, bro. You gotta know, bro. I don't fuck with you like that, bro. I try to fuck with you niggas, bro. And y'all bitch ass niggas. Y'all bitch ass niggas don't know how to act in real life, bro. Y'all get the fuck up out of here. Y'all don't play that conscious.
Speaking of real life, I'm glad you said that, Kevin.
Shame. Shame.
Look at him sitting there pretending like he knows what real life is about.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
This nigga sitting here acting like he know what real life is about. Nigga, shut your fucking ass up, yo. What do you know about real life, nigga? You sit your ass there all day playing fucking video games, nigga. You don't even wait till you get off work to play video games, bitch, nigga. You wake up playing them.
Shame. Shame.
That's right, Keisha. The ops was trying to steal his McWi-Fi. All you motherfuckers keep calling McDonald's on me, fucking up my stream.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Niggas was calling McDonald's, fucking up Kev's stream, yo. Every time McDonald's had a fucking rush, nigga, that shit killed that nigga's views.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
When McDonald's brought back the fucking barbecue sandwich, Kev couldn't do a video for a week.
Shame. Shame.
This shit is crazy, yo. YouTube professionals. People who want to sit on YouTube and just make money. They'll say anything.
I'll sit over there. So like I was saying, Usher got the hurt lips.
He called me a bitch ass nigga. He said I'm a shit.
You hear this nigga talking about Usher herpy lips.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
This nigga will do anything for a motherfucking view, yo. Kev Gills, you will bring up any topic there is for a fucking view, yo. You are true to your heart. You are a professional YouTuber. Though you are not making any real money off of YouTube anymore, because that AdSense shit just buried your little ass. You thought you was doing something too, nigga.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Fuck, nigga. You depending on a goddamn YouTube page to pay your bills. Wait a minute. You haven't done that in years.
He said I'm working with the ops. Now, I was upset at first. I was like, damn.
Don't worry about that shit, Conscious. He say everybody's an op.
And the thing is, you was just supporting me. You showed one of my videos. You played it. You laughed your ass off.
Does that sound familiar, guys?
In fact, it was a video where I was going in on Sinetta. So you know damn well I don't work with Sinetta. It was a video I was going in on Sinetta and Jabari. You were laughing your ass off. So you know I don't work with him. And I had an appreciation for that. Seeing you share my video, that brought a smile to my face. Even though that wasn't one of my best videos, I was feeling proud that you liked it and you shared it. At first we were talking about I'm logical, I was making a lot of sense, I'm a great guy, and all that other shit. Now all of a sudden.
Does that sound familiar? Does that sound just like everything I and other people who made, certain people who made videos about one horse wrangling, horse hustling, video gaming, G.I. Joe Army Men toy playing ass nigga? Does that not sound just like the same thing we said about this nigga? Didn't one individual say specifically on her show, Conscious Convo, specifically said that no one did anything to this dude. One day we were his friends, and the next day he's calling your names,
Shame.
talking shit, just chilling and kicking it with this nigga. Does it not sound similar? And she also said that this individual was the common denominator, and I concur. He is the common denominator in the same fucking stories, which means you're the fucking problem, nigga, not everybody else. Everybody else ain't the fucking problem. The hell?
A bitch ass nigga and all that
Exactly.
shit. I'm working with
That's what he does.
I'm working with the ops. That's what you say. Now, y'all, I'm thinking that this nigga got this information from Poppy, because Poppy is the one who said, I'm working with Sinetta. Poppy said that.
The other situations, the Sinetta.
Look at him. There he go again. Look at allegedly Campbell starting to show his fucking fat ass head, calling people fat while he's fat. What kind of shit is that? Rearing his fat ass head, talking shit in the mix, in the fucking mix. Every time you turn around, in some sort of fucking mix. The fuck is you doing, nigga? Every time you turn around, you in some shit. But you a victim ass nigga though. Don't go too hard on him. He's a victim. Allegedly.
I mean, side nigga. I mean, side snake. Set me up. All right, cool.
That's why he needs the money, because Sinetta said, now Sinetta's a part of this ring, this sting, that Bambaataa, this criminal net and powerful net that Africa Bambaataa holds sway over all of New York. And he's not using none of that shit to help black people or to stop these police from killing niggas. No, 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 no. He's using it for Poppy, a.k.a. Hassan Campbell, allegedly, a.k.a. Bambaataa's victim, allegedly. We don't know what to call you. We don't know what to fucking believe, because here you go again in the mix, What are you doing in the mix with a fucking horse hustling, Wi-Fi stealing McNugget?
I'll let you off the hook, but then I'm starting to the Michael Edwards dude, that clown, the conscious speculation.
Let's do a Where Are You Now on Michael Edwards.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Not to cut off the video, y'all, but we should do that, right? We should do a Where Are You Now on Michael Edwards. The career that wasn't.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
You joined a sinking platform.
And Israel doctrine. You're using them dudes, they're part of the.
And just so y'all know, if you notice, he put an extra on my name. You notice he said current speculation, background, you know what I mean? So he mad at me because I'm exposing his ass. He mad at Israel doctrine too because he's getting exposed. He's doing some fraud shit. He deserves to be called out. Now, Kev is agreeing with Poppy. I guess he sides with Poppy, knowing damn well Poppy don't know. Poppy go at one nigga one day, and then the next day he apologizing. Poppy has apologized to Tommy Sotomayor. Poppy is going through a lot. You don't believe this nigga? Knowing damn well I don't work with Sinetta. And I have to think about this too. Nigga, you agreed with me on the Poppy situation that he's scamming, that there's some fraud behavior, because when Poppy called in that day, you said I was making some sense.
The respect level was there, and I think people respect you is that the young man in that video even said it, even because I saw it, and I was like, damn. And when I seen that, I was like, I was trying to assess it, and I think he said something to the effect of he agreed with everything you said, and what you stood for. It was just crazy to him, and he did say it was an opinion. So what I would do is, holler at the little homie. That's all these little niggas is. They trying to, and the little nigga making sense of, and the little nigga
look
making
out,
sense of.
He drunk right there. He don't even know what fucking going. What the fuck is going on?
Shame. Shame.
Fuck.
Shame.
How a nigga that owe a little boy a horse know what the fuck is going on?
And they did, and the little nigga making sense. And they did, and the little nigga making sense. And not like me, I spoke up.
You said the young brother is making some sense, but now all of a sudden I'm working with the ops. Y'all.
Does that not sound familiar?
Shame. Shame. Shame.
While he's in there, while everybody else is out here doing what we got to do on a daily basis, connecting with each other when we on our breaks, when we off work, on the weekends, shit like that, the videos be heavy. You got this clown sitting in here playing fucking video games all day. And when he's not playing with video games, he's playing with fucking Incredible Hulks and Army Men.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
This nigga's 38 years old and he got Army Men.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Yo, this nigga, yo. This nigga got more toys than my fucking kids, yo, in that motherfucking room, yo.
Shame.
All types
Shame.
of fucking superheroes and shit. Tanks. I bet if you go in his room, he got bases and shit.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
That nigga be making videos, nigga, talking about Usher herpy lip. The fuck are you talking about, nigga? What you know about Usher herpy lip? He just got finished playing with toys in the back room. He got the Cobra base and he was attacking with his men.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Fucking
Kev is just
jackass.
riding Poppy's wave. That's all that's going on here. Kev is riding Poppy's wave. He's siding with Poppy because he knows a lot of niggas love Poppy because Poppy has already guilt tripped these niggas and emotionally damaged these niggas. And anybody that goes against Poppy, they usually get called a motherfucking pedo defender and all.
And that even happened tonight slightly.
Shame.
That
Shame.
shit. No one wants to get labeled that, so no one
Shame.
goes against Poppy. But me, I'm gonna say the truth. And Kev, you agreed. You said I was making some sense.
And they did, and the little nigga making sense.
But
Now,
he
you
was
gotta
drunk.
make
You
sense.
can't count him for that
You
one.
agree with me. Tell me exactly what I'm making some sense on. You should have expounded on that. How am I making some sense? You know damn well. And I got emails, niggas. I got emails of you saying Poppy is emotional.
Does that not sound familiar? A phone full of text messages. Boy, this nigga is such a fucking clown, yo.
You've been going through a lot, and you in agreement with me. But now it's
Shame.
public. You want to go against me. You want to
Shame.
ask me out. You want to solidify
Shame.
your engagement with Poppy by
Finish.
calling me a bitch ass nigga and all that.
So, he said he wanted to solidify his engagement with Poppy. I think that's why we got turned on, because soon as Kev turned on me and the rest of the people who were supposedly cool with him, Shane,
Shame.
started doing videos
Shame.
and shit.
Shame.
Soon as he did that, Sonetta became a fucking constant troll in my comment sections, which I have reduced him to, by the way.
Shame.
We have reduced him to.
Shame. Shame.
So he moved on, did what he did. Now he's feeling the wrath. Now he knows that Shane TV will drag the fuck out of him at a moment's notice. He's starting to remember that he was texting and emailing people for almost a year.
Shame. Shame.
He's forgetting that the people that he talked shit about were the ones who designed his logos as well.
Shame.
Basically put everything together for him
Shame.
when he didn't even have an IP address.
Shame.
And we know why.
Shame. Shame.
Because it belonged to McDonald's on I Have a Dream Boulevard.
shit, knowing goddamn well something ain't right with this nigga Poppy, and knowing goddamn well that you already have said that I make some good sense. You said I was making sense, but now all of a sudden I'm a bitch ass nigga and I'm working with the ops. Kev, you a wave riding ass nigga. I don't got nothing against you though, because you doing. I mean, I ain't gonna say you doing good work.
Absolutely not.
Do you nigga? You got this AAA thing going. In case y'all don't know, Kev,
listen to this shit. Everybody, I want y'all to listen to this shit. I didn't even know he had this shit. I didn't even know this shit existed. He getting ashamed before I even let you hear it. Listen to this nigga's indigenous plan. How a nigga who can't spell indigenous gonna have an indigenous plan?
The Aboriginal American Alliance. Now, keep in mind, Aboriginal means the opposite of original. Just like abnormal means the opposite of normal. And niggas have told Kev this. Nigga don't care. Kev don't care.
Niggas have tried to correct this fucking idiot.
Shame. Shame.
That nigga said, I don't give a fuck. We just go with it. I can't no more, man. I'm done for the night. My throat is hurting. Oh my gosh. This fucking clown. Niggas try to tell your retarded ass. And you still won't listen.
Shame.
You probably called him a bitch ass nigga. You fucking clown, yo. Oh my God, yo.
You would rather go with AAA because it sounds better. You don't want to call it OAA. That shit don't sound right. Just like now, you don't want to go against Poppy now. He's getting too much love from all Poppy's fans. Right now, you'd rather side with Poppy. We can get all that super chat and all that other shit. Kev's fans and Poppy's fans, well, there's a big mixture. So Kev be like, well, as long as I'm on Poppy's side, I can get a lot of his followers. Maybe they'll donate. Being on Poppy's side sounds better at the moment. Kev, I'm seeing that you're full of shit. Now, do y'all see all them toys behind Kev? Well, Kev said one of them toys cost $80 goddamn dollars. That's what this nigga is spending money on. $80 toys and weed. Nigga smoking weed all goddamn day. I mean, back to back to back. Nigga don't got no land, but he's in there in the room smoking weed.
In a room next to a window.
Shame.
Looking at golden arches.
Shame.
It's time to get ready to close this out. I got another part that I wanted to go in on, but it's getting late, man. We're going to have to say that for the next video. I guess I'll do a live stream tomorrow or something, and we could make up for that. Because I was going into charging for your words. YouTubers, and we're spinning off of professional YouTubers. It's all a spin off tonight, guys. We were spinning off of professional YouTubers charging for your words. So you got people full of shit, then they become professional YouTubers, then they start trying to actually charge you. Listen, get this, listen to this. I'm gonna charge you to listen to me run my mouth about something. I'm gonna charge you money to hear me repeat some shit I read out of some book I read.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
About something I've never tested, something I've never, like you got people out here, professional YouTubers, who got all this great medical advice, all this great holistic advice, yet these motherfuckers don't own a beaker, a lab coat, a fucking nothing.
Shame.
No sort of laboratory,
Shame.
no nothing that they're working out of, but they're all types of doctors, they're all types of holistic gurus, they're all types of this, that, and the third. And then on top of all of it, they're charging you. They're gonna fucking charge you just to hear them fucking talk. A famous one only wants $5.
Fucked up big time. You're incapable of running this shit. Take your $5 ass down before I make change.
Shame.
Fucked
Shame.
up big time. You're incapable of running this shit. Take your $5 ass down before I make change.
That went out to the troll in my chat and the troll in my comment section, known as Sarnetta Studios, Sarnetta TV, Black News, whatever the fuck, 199,000, whatever the hell. Shane TV East Watch. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm a little under the weather, but I still try to go in. This has been another program, just letting you guys in on some shit that I heard I didn't like. Excuse me. So I did a fucking video about it. Nothing more, nothing less. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Please beware of niggas with this feminine ass attitudes, like Israel, not Israel, but allegedly Campbell. Allegedly Campbell is extremely feminine in nature. The shit that he said was very catty with MELANIN SUTEK. Like, you beefing with a chick like that, but not a dude. That's real weird. And you're supposed to be such a killer, but you're telling people you're a killer, so that's suspect in my book right there, because real killers ain't going around telling niggas that they killers.
Shame.
So
Shame.
all of these things sound suspect, which leads to credibility, which leads to all the allegations that you made before. The molestation, the pedophilia, victimization that you so-called suffered, etc.
Shame. Shame.
And what you said about that sister was absolutely unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Spun off to professional YouTubers, which allegedly Campbell is attempting to become while traveling the world, traveling the states, asking for money for you to sustain him while he evades death from Bambaataa and his large criminal organizational reach across the country. Yes, this is not alleged. This is what he said. As well as other horse wrangling, McWi-Fi stealing ass YouTubers, professional YouTubers. Now they got gaming channels, y'all. You got a gaming channel.
Shame. Shame.
He's so fucking whack, Kev. Lastly, charging for words, which we're gonna do on another stream. That one's going to include Young Pharaoh, because apparently it has come across Stream TV East Watch's desk that Young Pharaoh is charging people $20 to listen to him give videos. I find that interesting, and since I find it interesting, I'd like to talk about it a little bit more, if no one minds. So, Shame TV East Watch. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed yourself. And that's pretty much it, guys, man. I got to get some rest, and I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace. And you fucked up for that shit, allegedly, Campbell, with your sensitive bitch ass. You real soft, nigga, and I can hear it all in your voice. That's why you trying to tell niggas that you a killer, nigga, so that we won't mess with you. Why you on the run, killer? John Wick. Allegedly Wick. The fuck out of here now. You get your whack ass out of here, man.